first one, I don't want to slaughter her name, and I see that both of our guests are here, but Maya, I want to tell you that you're going to be on a little bit later, so unfortunately we're asking you to wait. But I don't know whether we pronounce this Yasmine or
Yes,
Jasmine.
I would think
Yasmine?
Yasmine,
Okay,
Yasmine White.
there we go. And you're going to give the her bio.
Okay, Yasmine is so accomplished. She's the CEO and founder of Voices Together. That's a rapidly expanding music therapy organization reaching individuals and students across North Carolina. She developed, and I'm not sure if I'm going to say this right, Shannon, the Voices. It's called the Vocal Interactive Communications and Social Strategies Model. We're going to hear more about that. It's research-based for people on the spectrum. She's the author of a published book titled Autism and The Power of Music. It's written to help parents of children with autism connect more fully with their children and help them advocate for themselves. Yasmine, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you. It's actually Yasmine, but Yasmine
Okay,
works too.
I did it wrong. Wrong.
No, it's okay.
There we go.
Good to have you here, Yasmine.
Yeah, it's nice to be here. Thank you so much.
Let's dive right in. Your book is called Autism and the Power of Music. What makes music so powerful?
Well, that's a big question.
Yes.
And it's a wonderful question. I kind of would challenge everyone to think about an experience where they've been listening to music and closing their eyes and ask them, what makes their everything change in their bodies and their minds. It actually intersects with the brain in unique ways for language acquisition, for engagement. It increases endorphins in the body. So when you're listening to something that is pleasurable, and it is a wonderful way to share socially with anyone, and also, of course, for parents and children.
Wow. So tell us, in your book, you talk a little bit about something called the 50-50 approach. Tell us what that is.
So we have my belief is, and I've been working in this field for a long time, everyone has a unique way of processing the world. So it's not about, us as therapists coming in to fix a behavior or fix the person. It is about a shared experience, a partnership, if you will. You tell me how you're seeing the world and how you're experiencing everything, and we will help. We will come meet you there. I always think of a bridge, meeting halfway on a bridge. We will meet you there. We'll help by giving some tools so that we can connect and we can understand and basically, share an experience together and understand each other.
I love that.
And grow. I mean, really the core of this model that I built, and it's in the book, in my book, Autism and the Power of Music. There's many chapters on, one chapter in particular called Behavior is a Story, because it's the why, it's everything underneath that we're working with. And the assumption, and the last chapter is actually called The Big Space, and that's holding that big space for your child and assuming they can meet you there. So really the core is giving them tools to help themselves. It's giving them tools, the deep tools, so that they can have some more control in their lives and they can thrive and understand, share in that experience of their own growth. In my experience, that is the long-term growth that happens. That's the deep stuff. It's when a child can say, this is what I need, when this is what's bothering me, the lights are too bright. When a child knows how to calm themselves down, if they're having a really big emotion, and they need to regulate that. If we come in with with a reward to calm down. They may calm down for 5 minutes, but next time it happens, will they know how to get themselves back there? And if you're not there, if someone's not there, or if it's a different experience, right? And we all know that one of the aspects of folks on the spectrum is that sometimes things are rules and literal. And this world is not a black and white world. It's a gray world. So if you have those tools in your hands, like we all should have. And it's funny because people have read this book and said, "Oh, I wish I had this when I was bringing up my kids," because all children, I think, need those powerful tools in their life.
Yasmine, you touched on this a little bit, but what is the science behind music and the brain?
Um, it's very fascinating, actually. In one area, which is language and the brain. Um, we typically process language on the left side of our brain. Someone on the spectrum often processes language on the right side of the brain. So the connections are, those links are not happening or they're not happening as well. And music also processes on the right side of the brain. So what you have is the ability to literally open neural pathways to language. And a lot of music therapists, I'm not alone in this, have jump-started language through singing with lyrics and using music. I call it pop and drop. You drop a lyric and the brain is saying, "Oh, I fill it in." And I've had parents crying, and we've just seen kids just really grow in this area of language acquisition, which is really amazing, and amazing for them. And it's done in a way that is motivating and personal to them. It's not done for a cookie. It's not, it's done because they're in the music, because the music is motivating and they want to hear it and they want to sing it. So that is just fascinating on its own. There's a lot of studies on this. There is a lot of work with stroke patients, actually, that uses the same science behind it. Dr. Tout is the name of one of the professors that has a lot of articles out there. There is a professor at MIT that's done a lot of studies on brain and music. And there's a method called melodic intonation training, which uses the same concept that there's cadence in how we speak. Well, if you match the rhythm and melody, and you start working in language, and it's really fascinating work, and it works with individuals. Gabby Giffords, for example, she gained a lot of language by using music. In the case speech, he was stuttering, right, and then learned to stop stuttering with music. It's a strong connection. We are on the tip of the iceberg with this science. So it's very fascinating. Then, of course, you have all of the science behind memory, right? And how with you use routine melodies, and it will remind you of things. And we use in our technique songs, there's a lot of language in our model. I mean, we use music, but we also use verbal processing, and but we alternate it purposefully. But there is a lot of what I call functional lyrics, so that they can take the lyric from the song and they can use it outside of this program, if that makes sense.
So fascinating. So we're running out of time, but really quickly, you have a message for parents that's super important, Yasmine. What do you want parents to know about this book and this technique?
The book has easy ways to have fun with your child. There's a lot of tools in there. It has, I think, ways that I'm passionate about to connect with your child and just take a different perspective of maybe what's happening. And the biggest thing I have to say, though, at the end of the day, is I think that parents, you have a really hard job, and But just the fact that you're listening to podcasts, you're listening to this, you pick up a book, you are striving to make your child's life better and give to them. And it is huge. Give yourself a break. Take care of yourself. Music is a great way to do that too. Get in the car and put your favorite song on. But explore this area because one of my chapters is called Music is a Place, and it is a separate place. It's for everyone. And it is a beautiful, beautiful place.
Where can people get the book, Yasmine?
I think we sent you a link, but it is published by Future Horizons Publishing Company. It's also on Amazon. And it's also, if you visit our website at voicestogether.org, you'll have you can be connected to that page that the link is on.
All right, Traven put that up there. So
we're on Instagram and all of the social media areas.
Great.
We're actually growing too. So if you want to know more about our model, please just contact us. We always are happy to talk to you.
Fantastic, Yasmine. Thank you so much for joining us today. Best of luck to you. And everybody go out there and get that book so you can connect with your children in this really wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
So much. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take good care. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching Autism Live. If you found anything helpful in this video, please give us a like. In fact, make sure that you smash that subscribe button on YouTube and give us a like on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram for important updates. And please download our free podcast wherever you get your podcasts. See you next time. Until then, give your kiddos a hug from me and one for you too. Bye-bye for now.
To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.